Ever thought about doing Egypt on your own terms? Forget group tours. Let's take you through an epic self-guided adventure where you explore the wonders of Egypt at your own pace. Trust me, it's way more fun this way.
Oh, God. We spent an incredible week in Egypt. From the bustling streets of Cairo to the quiet beauty of Aswan, we experienced it all, and we're here to show you how you can do it too.
Alright, let's kick things off in Giza. Of course we had to see the iconic pyramids up close. We went on a pyramid tour, and I swear, standing next to them felt like being in a history book.
We're inside the pyramid now, and it's already such a narrow tunnel, and I think it's going to get even lower. Both ways here, like you got to go in and out the same tunnel, so it's quite narrow. People going both directions. It's a bit crowded.
We're at the infamous Sphinx. It is so incredible to see it up close.
It's ridiculous, and the size of some of the granite that's been brought here, and the stones are just ginormous.
It is absolutely beautiful. It has a fantastic view of the 9 pyramids behind it.
And there's lots of theories about why the nose has been taken away, but our guide seems to think it's just erosion and nothing nefarious has happened.
Still beautiful.
And a camel ride through the desert, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Such a cool way to get the full Egyptian experience.
We stayed at the Marriott Mena house, and guys, the views of the pyramids from the hotel were insane. It's like having your own front row seat to one of the world's greatest wonders.
I don't know if we're going to get sick of seeing it over the next 2 days, but amazing pyramid views.
Hopefully you can see it, it's incredible.
Okay, next up is the Grand Egyptian Museum, or the GEM. This place is packed with treasures, including King Tut's golden mask. Pretty mind-blowing stuff. If you love ancient history, you'll be in heaven here.
We've just finished up, and it was probably one of the best museums I've ever been to in my life. Definitely book online before you go. I think the tickets were around $20 US, and that included a 90-minute guided tour.
Next, we took a flight down to Aswan, and it was the perfect change of pace. We started with Philae Temple, which is on an island in the Nile. You can only get there by boat, and this location is just insane. You will be blown away by your first temple visit.
We have just jumped off the felucca, which is the boat that takes you from the mainland to the island, and it was such a cool ride.
We're at Philae Temple, and it is absolutely stunning here. I am already completely blown away. It is so cool how it's like perched up on this little island hill.
So incredibly detailed, like the beading on the head.
Doesn't feel like these are thousands and thousands of years old.
You just chisel it all out by hand.
We stayed at the Katadool Hotel, which is right on the Nile. This spot is so special with its brightly coloured buildings and unbeatable view of the river.
Main part that we love this room for is the incredible view over the Nile. Definitely gonna go for a swim down there. It's like 30 degrees. It's so interesting along the Nile how green and lush it is with all the trees and grass up against the crystal blue water, and then so quickly as it gets away from the Nile, just arid desert. So stark, such a stark contrast.
And we swam in the Nile. This was honestly one of the coolest experiences of the trip, both figuratively and literally, as the water was pretty cold. But being in potentially the world's most famous river was super surreal.
We also made sure to check out the Nubian Village. This village is painted in incredible murals and gives you a glimpse into Nubian life, with its bustling markets and tuk-tuks zooming around.
Lastly, we made the long drive out to Abu Simbel. These massive temples carved into the mountainside are so impressive. It was definitely worth the early morning trip to get there and experience this spot in person.
I can definitely see why everybody travels to 3 hours from Aswan just to see Abu Simbel. The outside is insane, and then the inside might be even better. All of the artwork, you can still see the colors of the paint, and there is such fine detail. It is just insane. It does not compare to seeing this kind of stuff in a museum.
So the original location for both of the temples were down in the water just below us here, and when they built the upper dam and flooded and created this big lake, they had to relocate them. So block by block, they've recreated them on this upper level here in the exact same formation. It took them 6 years to do because it was such a hard process, and it is so intricate, I just don't even know how they've actually done it.
The drive to our next city was about 4 to 5 hours and was broken up by stops at the incredible Ombo and Edfu temples. You would think that we would start to get temple fatigue by this point, but these temples were both so special and so unique.
This temple's been split in two and dedicated to two different gods. One half is Horus, which is the god of sun, and then Sobek, which is the crocodile god and god of fertility. A really good example here of all through this temple here, you've got really intricate carvings of them both that are just super detailed and incredible.
Now onto Luxor. First thing we did was a sunset felucca sail on the Nile. We very much recommend this for those perfect golden hour shots. Sailing on the Nile is definitely a pinch me moment that you won't forget.
We are loving this sunset cruise. It is so beautiful seeing the sunset over the Nile. Sunsets in Africa just always hit different.
It's nice on the water here with sort of 50 other little sailboats around, setting the mood with the sun going down. It is a lovely way to spend the evening here.
We spent a good chunk of the next day at the Valley of the Kings. Visiting the tombs of the pharaohs is mind-blowing.
We thought the colours of some of the outdoor temples were incredible, but in here where it's been protected from the sun, the colours are amazing. You've got yellows, reds, blues. Wow.
And this is the tomb of Ramesses VI. Look at all of the detail around it.
We also checked out Hatshepsut Temple, which is built right into the cliffside and dedicated to Egypt's only female pharaoh. It is one of the most stunning temples in Egypt, and the architecture is next level.
In Luxor, we stayed at the Moudira Hotel, and wow, it felt like we were staying in a palace. Beautiful courtyards, pools, it was the perfect spot to unwind after a busy day of exploring.
It is so beautiful here. They have multiple restaurants and every single one has been delicious, and the way it has been set up is just stunning. It's right on the West Bank near the Valley of the Kings and is potentially one of the best hotels I've ever stayed at.
Luxor Temple and Karnak Temple are two more Luxor must-sees. The scale of these places is just unreal, and they have so many layers of history, it's like stepping into a different world.
This is 20 metres tall and about 140 tonnes. It's a single piece of granite, so to be able to get something that big, that tall, that heavy on a boat to bring it here would have been ridiculously difficult, and they don't really know how they've managed to erect it there either. There's lots of rumours and theories, but no one actually knows, but it's perfectly in the centre of its base. Being erected 20 metres tall, it's very, very impressive.
So this is the Avenue of the Sphinxes, which links Luxor Temple to Karnak Temple, and it goes for almost 3 kilometers. It's in such good condition because it wasn't excavated until the 50s. Every single statue is almost identical. It is so cool.
Finally, we wrapped up our trip in Cairo. First stop was the Saqqara Pyramid, which is a little quieter than Giza but just as impressive. It's the world's first step pyramid, and it's worth a detour.
It is 4,750 years old. It was built by King Josha, I might be butchering that, to hold his coffin as a final burial place.
Saqqara is the largest archaeological site in all of Egypt, and there's still multiple archaeological digs still going on at the moment. We drove past a couple on the way in, so who knows what else they're going to uncover over the next few years. It just keeps growing and growing.
So behind me is the first true triangular pyramid, and then an attempt at it, which kind of looks like a domed marshmallow because it's round on the sides.
Then we headed into the heart of the city and checked out Muhammad Ali's mosque. It's beautiful, and the views of the city from the top are amazing.
We are inside Muhammad Ali's mosque now. It is just stunning, full of shiny, beautiful
white marble with beautiful chandeliers and this really cool dark emerald green roof.
We couldn't leave Cairo without a visit to the Khan el-Khalili Bazaar. It's chaotic, but in the best way. You'll find everything from spices to handmade crafts, and if you're into bartering, you're going to love getting a bargain here.
One of the oldest bazaars in the world. It's been here for more than 1,000 years. Today, it's a little bit more made in China kind of stuff, but you can still find some pretty cool little hidden gems. We got a little scarab magnet.
To celebrate such an incredible trip, we went to Palemeraie. It's the perfect spot to eat some delicious food, have a drink, and soak in one final sunset on the Nile. The food and drinks here were some of the best from the trip.
Did you like dinner?
It was a great way to end the holiday, a delicious Moroccan meal. Very full though, we over-ordered, but everything was so good we couldn't stop eating.
We had so many nice starters and we had a delicious lamb and prune tagine and a royal couscous.
Royal couscous with slow-cooked beef in it and some extra sauce to drizzle over the top. It was delightful.
This self-guided trip to Egypt was definitely one for the books. We got to see all the iconic spots, but also found a few hidden gems along the way. So if you're thinking about visiting Egypt, skip the group tours and do it your way. You absolutely won't regret it.